This one's already started. Already started. Hey, welcome to my channel. We are late today. We had things we were doing yesterday. Have you ever got so busy and didn't get a thing accomplished? That was me yesterday. We started out getting something accomplished, and then the rest of my day, we just completely forgot about the tag. I think I thought about it either last night. Well, it was last night. Sometime, I think he had done gone to work or something. And I was like, we didn't do the tag. So here we are. Got a special guest. Some of you ask about Flair. And Norma mentions her on every comment. So especially Norma. Here is Miss Flair. In case you're new to my channel and you don't know it, I have a bearded dragon. I know I have some new subscribers. So this is Flair. She is 11 years old. I've had her for 10 years. So like the vet says, she's a little old lady. So I'm just going to let her get up here, do her thing while we do this tag. And she'll start spinning her wheels if she can't grab onto my skin. So the questions this week are from Jason over at The Average J. And they are called To the Max Tag. Number 1, what is the tallest building you've ever been in?
NCMB building in downtown Charlotte. It was like 40 something stories.
What building?
NCMB building. This is a long time ago.
I don't know what building that is. I don't know what, we talked about it before. It was the building that had that restaurant on the top that I went to for prom.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
That's the tallest one I've ever been on. The revolving.
Dining room.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The restaurant revolved around the top of the building. It was a tall building. And so I feel like you're just not in this shot. Yeah. Scooch over to me, baby. So that's the tallest one I've been in. I don't know what it was called though. It was in Charlotte. His was in Charlotte. Number 2, what is the deepest you have ever been underwater? Mine's whatever the deepest end of the pool I was in. That's I ain't going down no deep in the lake or nothing like that. So listen, let's try not to fall off. Hold these papers. Come on, get back up here. Listen, she's trying to travel, and she's traveling the wrong way. But no, what, a 14-foot pool? Is that about what they run?
I think they're about 10 or 12, something like that.
But you got to dive. They're at least 14, I think. Some
14?
of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's me.
Like,
I think that's about
that's
the
probably yeah. What is the longest amount of time you have ever driven without stopping as a driver, not a passenger? Well, this ought to be easy for you, Mr. Truck Driver over here. In case you're new, he's a truck driver. What's the longest you've ever...
638 miles straight shot.
How long was that?
I was pushing between traffic and everything, back then it was 10 hours driving time.
Right.
And my 14, which back then was 15, you had 15 hours back then between driving time and on duty not driving.
So you was driving close to 10 hours without stopping?
Oh, at least.
Wow. Did you just have somewhere to be?
I was running out of time. I didn't have no choice. I had to keep moving.
Man.
Yep. I went from Kinston, North Carolina to the other side of Nashville, Tennessee. 638 miles.
Daggone. Well, I ain't done that many, but I've done many hours behind the wheel on the way to and from Ohio, me and RJ. Cause she's gonna slide down my back and bust a gut trying. Let me get her. Come on. That's why I'm holding on. I'm not. Her tail ain't gonna fall off. I'm just, let's try this. But me and RJ had to go back and forth to Ohio there for a year, and I drove for many hours on end. So I don't know, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the most windy weather experience you have ever seen?
A beach mountain for me.
Explain yourself.
One, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but some of you knew. I used to be in a ski club in high school, and that was where we went to beach
Snow
mountain.
ski.
Yeah, snow skiing. And
Of course, he water skied too.
yeah,
He did it all.
yeah. And but that's where they took us, was either Sugar or Beach Mountain. And that was a blizzard up there. They were blowing snow, and it was snowing too. Plus the wind was a whipping. And yeah, it was something else.
No, he don't want you. I don't know what mine is. Just some little something around here where the stuff just blows all over. I don't remember seeing it, but when Hurricane Hugo come through here, it
That's
blew.
what I was just getting ready to say.
Yes.
I had forgot all about Hugo. Yeah.
He don't want you. Listen, since she took her medicine a month or so back, she has got back to her old self, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Normally, y'all have seen her before, and she'll just be laying on me. But now that she's got medicine, she has got a new lease on life.
Yeah, she's very active. Yeah.
Maybe if we just hold her like this. Nope, she ain't gonna do it. So yeah, I'm thinking I didn't actually see it like all the way during Hurricane Hugo, but that's the biggest probably wind event I've ever been near. Number 5, what is the most snow you have ever seen? Was it when you were at Beach Mountain?
I don't know. When I was running Pennsylvania.
Oh.
When I was running Pennsylvania back a few years ago, and that was a dedicated run, and I think that's the most snow I've ever seen was up there that I've actually been in.
Yeah, he been there, done that. He don't want to do it again.
Yeah, it was rough, man. It was white out. You couldn't see the roads. I mean, it was just, yeah, it was bad. Yeah.
He figures he's done his time. He done his Pennsylvania time. His snow time. Ain't that right?
I've run Ohio, all that stuff up there, and the snow and blizzards and all that. Yeah.
Probably my biggest one would be in Boone, because I went to college in Boone, which is a mountain town, in case you don't know, here in North Carolina. So I can't remember specifically how much. I know when we went on vacation up there, it was practically to my knees when me and Holly walked to.
Y'all was walking to get us something to eat. Yeah.
We was walking to McDonald's. That snow came fast and hard.
Yeah.
That's what she said. I couldn't hear myself. I was about to choke on it.
Can you say double whammy?
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. In case you're not familiar with that, just go search The Office. And Michael Scott. Okay, what number are we on? Number 6.
What's the most cash?
What is the most cash you have ever held in your hand? $1. I ain't held much cash. If I have, it wasn't because it was mine to hold. It was mine to, like, maybe hold on to and put in the bank or something. But I don't know. I don't have a recollection of how much money I've ever held. Do you?
Yeah, I've held. I think the most I ever held was like 18,000
Was that when you
at one time.
buying a truck or something?
Yeah. Let's see. No, that one truck was 22.
I figured
Yeah,
if that's how much,
so-
if he had that much money, he was buying a truck.
Yeah, I was
He
buying
used to
a
have
truck.
his own trucking company.
Yeah.
Got me beat. Number 7. What is the fastest speed you have ever gone in a car? Can be driver or passenger.
I don't know exactly because I wasn't driving. I was a passenger. Back when I was in my hot rod days, this guy had a 70 and a half Camaro split bumper he was wanting to sell, and we had a designated place that we went to test. Let me just put it that way. And
To test.
and but he was wanting to sell it, and he said come on, let me take you for a ride, let me just show you what it'll do. And he laid a $50 bill on the dash, and he said he said sit back in the seat, he said if you can reach that $50 bill you can have it. And I never got that $50 bill. I mean, I was plastered. You could not reach the dash. I mean, it was just
What kind of car was it?
a 70 and a half Camaro.
What's
Split
the 70
bumper.
and a half?
Oh,
We don't have to go into the
yeah,
detail.
it's a bunch
He said,
of-
so I knew there was a big long explanation
Yeah.
coming.
car guys will know what I'm talking
Blah, 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 blah. Well, the fastest I've ever been was not that fast, but I have been to 100 when I was racing on the streets.
Yeah.
Because I used to race on the streets. I used to race RJ's daddy's Camaro and my Camaro. So if you looked at me and even acted like you wanted to race, pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
Here, get up there so you can look. What is the farthest you have ever walked or ran in a single session? Oh gosh, I don't know. I used to, we hiked up to the Linville Falls, and when I was a kid, we would walk all over the mountain. And as a kid, you think you're going for acres and acres, and who knows how long we were going, but we would just walk all over the mountain. And I've walked all in the woods. I've done all kind of stuff like that. I used to could actually do it, but I couldn't give you a length.
The only thing I can give you a lengthwise is like on a treadmill
Yeah.
or something like that. And I think I've done like 4 or 5 miles, on a treadmill.
Oh,
Yeah.
not me.
Yeah, but now I don't know what, like hiking in the woods or something like that.
What is the most expensive restaurant you have ever dined at? Well, me and him ain't never dined at nothing expensive. Not that I can remember. We're not the
I can't
expensive
remember.
kind of people.
Well, I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but my senior prom, the girl I went to senior prom with, we went to this big fancy restaurant there in Charlotte, and I cannot remember the name.
That
of it
is
today.
funny that you said that, because my answer was going to be the restaurant I went to at the prom.
Yeah. I think that's the most expensive that I've ever. Because man, we had filet mignon and all that stuff, So I know it was.
I don't even remember what we had.
It was pricey back then.
Yeah.
So.
You remember, was it Sir Gus's Beef in Charlotte? That was an expensive place to eat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then number 10. Flair, this could be you. What is the largest predator you have ever seen in the wild? Not in a zoo. Wow. This big beast right here. No. Probably the biggest thing I've ever seen in the wild is a deer. I can't think of anything bigger in the wild that I've been around, because raccoons and possums and stuff like that, they're not big. So I'm thinking a deer.
Is that considered a predator?
Well, it predates on other food that it eats, don't it? Predates
Yeah.
is a word.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Is it? I don't know, because I've run across some awful big snakes before. As big as I am, as tall as I am, long as I am.
in the wild,
Mm-hmm.
not in a zoo.
Yeah, in the wild. Yeah, we'd be hunting.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing I've ever seen in the wild.
well, then if you don't call a deer a predator, I ain't seen no predators. I've seen snakes, but they're not big.
Yeah.
I seen a tarantula. That's a predator.
Yeah, oh, it has to be in the wild though. I was
Yeah.
going to say because we seen them iguanas and stuff when we went to the.
Oh, I've had big, gigantic boa constrictors around pythons around my neck,
Yeah.
but that wasn't in the wild.
Yeah, that wasn't in the wild.
That was in a controlled environment. So, anyway, that is all of the questions today. And next week, I think is Tracy. I think. Don't quote me. So that's all for us. That is all for Miss Thing. Tell them bye, Miss Thing. She says bye. Okay. We'll see you in our next video. There you go. We'll see you in our next video.
See ya.